I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is July 11th, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day and a safe day on CPI. So to keep this simple, right? I'm, very clear yesterday. You got to watch yesterday's video so this makes sense. I said that we come up as the first option. We would come up and then come back down, wipe out all that liquidity, get into this daily imbalance right here, and then buy back up, right? I didn't expect it all in the same day, but in general, yes, at the same time, but not the push up. I mean, that's going to take some days, right? Might even be tomorrow. But as you see here, take a look. Does it look right? See that? The push up. Now, the push up, obviously I was exaggerating a little bit with this, right? But the idea was to get up into this 4 to 4.5 standard deviation from the projection that we talked about this week, right? So if you take a look here, the 4 to 4.5 is up here. We didn't even get that close. They decided to keep it short. And then they pushed the price all the way down. Where? So when I'm talking about this yesterday, I'm talking about getting into here as in general speaking. They came a lot deeper than I thought, to be honest with you. And it's pretty big, much of a pullback. Look how big this fucking 4-hour candle is. Stupid, right? Pretty much trying to rush to everybody who breakout artists to get in here, right? This is pretty much the logic. Plus wiping out the liquidity and balancing the price, triggering sell stops, the whole nine, right? They did a good job of that. So that being the case, as you can see here, panned out pretty beautiful. See that? Up, came down, and then now this is probably the low. We're probably going to be buying up from here. But we'll see. They might raid one more time tomorrow. We'll see. We don't know, because these equal lows right here are in question. They didn't take it out. And this is the previous month's high right here. So June's high. So we were coming to test that as well, but we didn't touch it. So that's what makes me think that we're not done with the bottom side. So let me try to make this quick here. As you can see, when we opened up flat. CPI, typical situation, went flat right here. And then I can't even fit all this on the same screen. So let me just try to go up in here, try to explain the day and this video real quick. So the price was retraced a little bit, right, at between 8 and what time is this? Like between 8:10 and 8:20, and then it started pushing up, right? And then what do you call it? Price opened up at 8:30, pushed all the way up. Now we hit this first 100 points level here, and if you look to the left here, right, I think I showed this yesterday in the video. I can't remember. Let me go to move the 15 over. So this was the last down move for the up move right here. When we had this little retracement right here, which was from Tuesday. I measured that down move right there. You can see it here. It's pretty much two candles. It's the 115 and the low of 115 and the high of 1 o'clock from Tuesday. So projected that up to 4 standard deviations, and you could see that when today 8:30 pushes it up right to the 4. Now, I mean, it's like missing it by like a fucking point or two. You know what I mean? No big deal. So that was the finale, and that was the up here, right? That was the stretch up here, right? So then they decided to push that shit down. And let me tell you, I dropped the ball so majorly, dude. But there was so much money offered today. Like, you could trip on money today. But so let's put it like this. So I'm not ready at 8:30. I'm ready at 8:50. One of my rules is to not trade before 8:50, right? Now, Thursdays and Fridays are a little bit different because I would like to be ready at 8:30 on Thursdays and Fridays. But I'd rather not. I just rather be. But today is one of those days that I wish I was ready at 8:30, because this was an easy fucking sell, to be honest with you. And there's so much money offered in here. But anyways, so they top out here, and you can see super overbought, and then boom, price breaks down, right? So then we get these little couple drives up right here. Now we're at 9:30 right here. So take a look, man. Oh, I fucking dropped the ball so hard, man. Tell me why I got out right here. But anyways, so price right here, you got the opening range and you have the previous day gap. That level is really significant today. You can see that we're using it as support slash resistance. And then when the price breaks down, what I did, I needed to wait for some order flow because obviously the price can go anywhere it likes, right? And I am super bullish in general speaking, but I do know that this option is available, right? That we could be coming down to wipe out liquidity. So that being said, if you look at these equal lows right here from Asia, and the previous session of New York yesterday, um, you can see that, right? Green line. We open up and I'm patient. So the price comes and tags it. And I'm like, perfectly tags it. And I'm like, nah, stop it. I was expecting it to go through, but it did not. Then it retraced, price retraced all the way back, got past the 930 open, took out that piece of liquidity, still using that opening of the day as resistance. And you can see it, right? Bounce here, underneath it, underneath it, underneath it, right? You can see that, right? So that being said, and then this gap has already been mitigated. But general speaking, this is where I see the sell. Now, where am I going? I'm obviously targeting this green, the lows here. That's a minimum. And then I wanted to target this on the 15-minute. You can see that imbalance right there, which is going to be the 1230 from yesterday. So, and inside that is 50% of this imbalance right here. So let me kind of zoom in a little bit. You see that? 50% of that imbalance right there. So I have that matching with the 15 imbalance, and I'm like, that's a good target. Cool, man. Fucking totally forgetting about what's going on in the day. Let me just show the fucking trade, man. This is not the trade. What's going on here? Here. All right. So, anyways, man, fucking here. So I get, so the price pops out back here. I'm in the window of the macro 1009, and sure enough, I get filled obviously right here, and then price I'm hunting a couple drives below here. So one drive bounces on it, and I know we're bearish right here, right? But then, I'm looking at the profit like, oh, $6,000, take the money. And I'm like, man, just like yesterday, when I closed it, I realized I fucked up. Because I also had this fib right here, right? And I was trying to see what fair delivery was from this low to this high that we were in. You can see it right here. And also, I'm right at the 50 level here. So, not 50, I'm sorry, the 61 right here. So I was like, all right, cool. This is a perfect spot. Take it, and take the trade. And I do that. And then sure enough, man, oh my God, bro. Just crazy, man. And then it fucking sinks. And this is where I got out, literally. So major mistakes. Wasn't looking at the higher time frame. Too zoomed in. Did I hit my target? Yes, I hit my target, man. But I'm so pissed. Just like yesterday, man. But today is even worse. But it is what it is. So then I started noticing, obviously all the candles are just constantly selling. I'm like, bro, you fucked up. Like, you can't try to catch this. You got to sit on your hands. You got to wait. By the time this thing started sinking, I already knew not only did I fuck up, but I knew we were coming for these lows. Like, I already knew it. I was like, bro, you fucked up. So anyways, sorry if I'm cursing and you got family or kids around. But anyways, so that being said, when I dragged that 15-minute imbalance over, you could see it holding as support. It was support, then resistance. You could see it. See that? And then, but by the time I realized it, dude, it was just, that's what happens sometimes when I make a good trade. Like I kind of I lose sight on what's happening because it's fucking real money, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is. So anyways, the price comes down, and then now I'm sitting on my hands. So I need more order flow. So for me to be involved now at this point, obviously I know I'm coming for obviously the week opening, which is the purple line. Obviously, we want to sweep here, and we want to kind of get into this daily imbalance right here. And then I highlight it with quad levels of 25% and 50, 75%, right? You can see that, right? So that being the case here, this candle pushes up right here. It is 1025, and then we break below it. When we go below it and we come back in, I'm using that as resistance. And sure enough, I get into a trade right here. Where am I taking this trade to? I do take it below. Let me just show you the trade, man. So here, I do take this trade underneath the opening because I know it's not going to just bounce right here. I know they didn't just come all the way over here just so they can tap this level. And why do I say that? Because they didn't trigger sell stops. So if there's sell stops here, like people, if someone's like got a sell stop right here and the price goes through, it triggers them inside. It's a momentum trade. So and that has worked out a lot today, especially even that level that I fucking took it out right here. But so I know that it needs to come underneath here. I know that much, right? And wipe out, not only just wipe out the liquidity, but to trigger those sell stops and balance some of this price. So the algorithm is accomplishing multiple things. They first of all, they incorporated the breakout traders from buying up here. Then number two, they incorporated imbalance of price. Number three, they incorporated liquidity here. All right. So when we come down, we're solving all of those issues, right? That being said, I'm waiting for a drive underneath this opening level of the week is what I'm saying. So I held it. So the price, so when we retrace back up into that candle, you can see it. We tag it right here when the price starts coming down and it's wicking back down. I'm in. I get in. Beautiful entry. You see that? Bounces off the open, comes right to this last up candle to the perfect level. I know I'm in good standing. And then price comes back down again, bounces off of it. They're just trying to pretend like it's support. And then boom, runs through. Where am I running through? I'm running to the first 25% of this imbalance. You can see that very clear. So beautiful fucking trade, man. And I took losses. Don't get me wrong. I took losses. Let me just finish this. And then this is where I started taking the losses. But once I get to this 25% level, I told myself, I'm like, bro, just hold it to the 50%. Like, just hold it to the 50%. But I wasn't sure if it was going to be really bullish and take off because after we've reached this 25% level, we've already swept all that liquidity. So I'm like, all right, you've balanced price, you've done all these things. It's very possible that we do like just shoot up. So at this point, I'm kind of like I'm getting a little tilty, meaning like fear of missing out. So I start taking these trades. So I take a trade. I take the trade here. I lose. Comes to 50%. I take the 50% trade here. I lose. And then I end up taking this trade. So this is where I'm going on tilt. And I'm recognizing that. And I also recognize that I can be on tilt in this type of day. Why? Because I know it's just constantly pushing and the amount of money offered is going to be large. So this is just what it is. And this is the reason why some people should stay away from CPI, right? But anyways, long story short, I end up catching this trade. Keep in mind, you can see how small my risk is. So even when I take my loss here, like I'm not worried about it. Yes, I know I should be waiting for imbalances and inversion imbalances and others. I'm not telling you to trade like me. I'm telling you what I'm doing, what I did, but I don't recommend that for you. I have a lot of experience in these markets and watching the market. So I'm not telling you to constantly fucking buy. You should be waiting for imbalances and inversion imbalances to come above and get support at key levels and this and that. So but here I'm on tilt, man. I'm getting on tilt, but here I catch the trade here. The reason why I take this trade for sure is because if you look on the 4-hour, which people probably didn't even see that, there is a imbalance right there between here. Watch this. You gotta watch these details. See that? So see the imbalance right there? And I knew that. I knew we were coming to it too. But I just didn't want to miss this fucking trade, and I ended up missing it anyway. But so that gap right there. So if I go back here, you'll see that we obviously break below it. And okay, so now we tap it right here. So we're tapping it right here, and I'm taking this trade to the 50% level. My goal is to take this trade at least to the 50% level, because we got to remember the price act, the amount of handles or points being offered in these small moves are massive. Just one move is good enough for a whole day. But so anyways, I get to the 50%. I'm above this inversion imbalance right here, and good. I'm done for the day. It's 12:12. I need to be done. I already know what kind of diet. I already know what I'm gonna try to stay away from going on tilt or being greedy or whatever, and because I got money to lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's very easily to fall in a trap and be stuck. So that being the case, let's go back to the what did they do? So they came back, internal liquidity high, internal low, swept that up here, took that high out right there, immediately fell, no closure or nothing. So this was no shift right here. They came down, they came to the bottom of the imbalance right here. Then they fucking faked that out, came all the way down, did not hit the previous June high right there. And then we bounced up and we're playing around. As you can see, we're playing around that that little ass inversion, or that little imbalance that I showed you. And I was trying to see if we would go above that and turn it into an inversion imbalance and just start buying up. But man, it just did not work out. But you can see here, fuck, man, I can't believe I took the trade out right there, man. Oh, crazy. And then anyways, and I should have known better, because I was, just like a deer in the headlights. But I doing the projection from here, this last up down move, this up move right here. See right here, from here to there. If you project that, you get the 4 standard deviations down here. Look where it came, right to it. So I'm like, bro, But again, in a very bullish market, it's very easy for them to buy on the top 50% of this daily imbalance. So it is what it is, man. And this is, but if you look at it on the 15-minute, real clean. I mean, drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. And by this time I was done, but I was pissed at the same time. And, but I am grateful for all the profit, but same time, like, I'm not happy with my performance. And, I'm always hard on myself, to be honest, but I try not to. But you'll see how things goes as your trading career goes too, right? But as you see here, this is an also nice little inversion imbalance right there. That top wick, that top candle, this top candle here. Well, it's not top candle, but the second to top candle, and then imbalance right there, and then we pop in it, right? That's a nice refined zone of a balanced price range. Boom, pushes down, and then yeah. And this was a nice trade too, popping right back up into this imbalance right here. 50%. Look at the heads on that. Oh, beautiful. Fucking boom. Rush down. Try to clear out anybody here. Get into, if you look on the hour chart here, get into this wick for all those people. Was this a news event on Friday? This was NFP, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was an NFP. This area here, literally wiped out all NFP right there, almost. And so data to data. So from CPI to NFP, price went and hunted that. So that's also what's going on in the background. Other than that, I think I beat a dead horse here already. And then also, as far as everybody was in agreement when we pushed up, we had higher lows here. And that was so fake. Price ended up coming down here for Dow. Look at sloppy fucking action. And then right here, when we had higher highs here, we were already pushing down. But the continuation, this is actually where I got out. And then the continuation, I got out right here. But the continuation here continued when we had this divergence, but it was like it was pre-happening already, and I saw that, and I was like, but that's when I knew I fucked up already, and it was just like too late, and sure enough, we just kept going down, man. So and this wasn't even helpful at all. I wasn't looking at this, but yeah, that's pretty much where we are, and you can see that Nas is pushing down and Dow is going up. So that's actually in correlation. You want to see them kind of go backwards. I mean, opposite sides of each other, but same time, Dow is holding its position. I still think, obviously, I still think we're bullish, but and you can see dollar here. When dollar pushed all the way down, we went all the way up, and then once we settled here and we settled up there, when we were up in a premium area, they started slowly grinding up, and then that slowly pushed us down. But dollar is fucking looking super sloppy, though. I mean, look how. I mean, at here it looked bullish, right? But for us to keep going up, naturally you would want to see dollar come down, and sure enough, they did. I mean, they kept coming down for days, right? So, and then I guess we reached something as far as the ceiling goes, but the historical data still shows us pushing up from here. So on every level, 5, 15, and 30 years. So that being the case, and then also, what's it called? Where is it? I'm looking on another screen here. You had bonds pushing up hard, and you had yields pushing down hard. So now they look like they're hitting a ceiling and a floor. So I'm expecting us to now push back up. That's what I'm expecting. So this profile, this weekly profile, is very strange. So could this turn into a bearish week? I doubt it. I really doubt it. I don't see them really, unless they close, because this is a big range move. So tomorrow could be a dud day, and then we have to relive this next week, and then we start buying up. Or Friday is going to be a massive push back up. Seriously, because if you take a look at this, when we got down here, right? Now it's a push up. So however that looks like, I'm expecting that still. So I don't think there's anything else I could say. So you guys take care and God bless.